Now, it's a dirty problem and very annoying if you step in it. Yes, I'm talking dog poo. And despite all the bins and all the signs, some owners are still reluctant to pick it up. But woe betide you if you leave a mess in Barnsley. They'll be on your tail. Lucy Hester has been finding out more.
It has got to be one of the great pleasures in life, taking your dog for a walk in beautiful countryside on a gorgeous day. But with ownership, go Molly, comes responsibility. Dog walking at places like this beauty spot in South Yorkshire is one of Britain's most popular activities. If you do the number crunching, go. There are around 3 billion dog walks a year in the UK. That means a lot of mess. And for the owners of this reservoir, Yorkshire Water, cleaning up after dog poo costs a pretty pile. This is a really expensive problem, and it's not just the council that has to foot the bill. This is Langsett Reservoir, owned by Yorkshire Water, and they have to pay out thousands of pounds every year cleaning up after irresponsible dog owners.
We get around 2 million visitors to our reservoir sites each and every year, and a high proportion of these are dog walkers. And the vast majority of dog walkers do clean up after their dog, but unfortunately there is a small negligent minority that fail to do so.
So is there a cost involved in tackling the problem of dog fouling?
We've spent in the region of £60,000 in the last 5 years, and this money has been spent installing bins around some of our most popular reservoir locations. So we've got a partnership here at Langsett with Barnsley Council, and they regularly service and empty our bins.
Yorkshire Water's partnership with Barnsley Council is no little accident.
This guy says, today I was going to fix penalty notice for something my dog did not do. The officer stated they'd seen her do a poo from the car park at Darton.
Leslie's in charge of Barnsley's efforts to cut dog fouling in the borough. Those efforts mean that in the past 2 years, Barnsley has handed out more fixed penalty notices for dog fouling than any other local authority in Britain. In 2015, an astonishing 8% of all fines for not picking up dog poo in the UK were in Barnsley. Over 600 of Barnsley's dog walkers have had a £50 fine in the last 2 years.
The officer also told me that he had a glove in his pocket and had felt at the poo to see if it was still warm.
I'm amazed actually, because this all sounds like a very, very expensive enterprise.
It is, and that's the issue. It's expensive to clean up.
Do you want to show me what it is that you do?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go and see them doing the job.
Leslie leads a team of 14 dog officers who patrol the borough's dog poo hotspots. Those caught get a £50 fine on the spot. Often, when owners are confronted, they don't appreciate it.
Yes. Has he given you permission for your dog to foul on his land? No, but hang on.
This is Elsica Park. It's very popular with dog walkers in Barnsley.
Today, if you walk around it, you can see it's quite clean, but people are just sneaky.
And they're out in uniform, so everybody knows that they're here, so that probably puts all the non-responsible dog owners on their best behaviour, I would have thought.
Thinking about doing it, then today they won't.
Yeah.
So, you know, we'll come another day where we have our officers in plain clothes walking their own dogs, and they'll, because there's no uniform about, the people will do it.
I grabbed a word with some dog walkers about Barnsley's dog poo patrols. What do you think about this on-the-spot fines?
I think it's marvellous.
Yeah,
do you?
I do, yeah.
I think it's good, me, instant fine, I do.
So you like what the enforcement people are doing?
Yeah, should be done. Should be a bigger fine, I think.
Really?
Yeah,
Bigger than the 50 quid standard at the moment?
I think so, yeah.
I completely agree.
And take it out of the bank account.
Wherever in Barnsley, we will go there. We show no fear or favour.
Not all dog owners appreciate the efforts of Barnsley's dog officers. How do you find people are with you when you offer them bags?
Some come there just plain rude. Others are grateful.
Yeah. Do you get quite a bit of hostility?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. Clamping down on dog poo pests costs Barnsley Council a whole heap of money. But should it be so high up the council's list of priorities? Well, according to Councillor Charlie Wraith, constituents tell him it's their number one Or should that be their number 2 concern?
We had a public consultation asking them what the priorities are, and dog pool were one of them, and littering and indiscriminate parking. So
That's one of the issues that concerns people most in
That's what
Barnsley.
they've raised, yeah. Well, my particular area, I can't speak for all of Barnsley, Peddiston or Bolton or whatever, but my particular area, yeah, a major concern.
And there is a serious point to be made here. We were talking at Monk Bretton Cemetery, where Charlie's wife is buried. So he takes it personally when he finds graves covered in dog mess that's not being cleared up.
Behind us is a grave of a friend of mine as well. I came one day and that were absolutely covered in dog poo. The stone, the actual stone, and where the flowers go. Now then, if his family had come and seen that before me, they'd have been absolutely heartbroken. So I had to clean it all up. You shouldn't have to do these things. People with the dogs, please be responsible.
Bins and signs have been placed in the cemetery, but the cost of maintaining them means the council can't provide as many of them as people would like.
Well, that is heavier. Well, that's farcical.
Meanwhile, our dog patrol has moved on to Wombwell in South Barnsley, where some dog owners are flinging the faeces into hedges beside the local playing fields. This responsible dog owner blames a lack of bins.
Well, we've rung up and they've said there's no money.
Yeah.
There's no money. Fair enough, there's no money. But how much do people get fined for not picking up?
Yeah.
What is it, 50, 60?
It's £50 for failing to pick up.
Right.
But if you throw it in the hedge, it's a littering offence, it's £75.
75.
I know what you're going to say, it's about revenue coming in, where's it going?
Yeah, well,
But that's
£50,
the issue.
£70. Can't we have a thing put there?
Well,
If you want us to pick it up...
I work for the council, but I work for Kingdom, who are part of the council.
Yeah.
Now, what they tell me is the bin actually costs £1,500 for a bin. And it's £1,500 per year.
For one of them little red
to
bins?
empty.
Well, that make the one for 20 quid if there gives me 20
Me and
quid.
you are a
tattle.
business.
At £1,500 to install and the same to maintain annually, no wonder dog bins are at a premium. It's clear that the most effective method to keep the streets clean is educating owners.
I think here in Barnsley, they are trying their best. They are managing to reduce it in some areas, but obviously it's the irresponsible dog owner we're after. And I don't matter if it's 50, 150 or 250. Whatever it takes to stop these people needs to be done.
Right, on cue, now the cameras are here, Molly's left us a little present on the floor, so like responsible dog owners, now going to pick it up. It's certainly not the most pleasant of jobs, but if every dog owner picked up every time, now that really would be a scoop.